Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope all of you guys are healthy and safe and well. We are back here with another video, and of course, actually, no. If you are not already subscribed, pause this video and press subscribe down below. Along with that, hit the bell notifications link so you guys know when a new video is going live. Anyway, we are back here with another pregnancy postpartum-ish video. You guys have been asking questions on Instagram about how things are going postpartum, so I figured I would give you guys a little bit of an update. Today's video is sponsored by Yours Skincare. This is a product that I have been using that I will talk about in the video. But before we get started, I just want to get right into just a little update of just how I've been, how things have been going, how I've been feeling postpartum, and stuff like that. So overall, I feel good. Mentally, I feel good. Physically, I feel good. I have a few like hiccups here and there, or like moments where I will feel my incision. If you guys are new here, I recently had a baby. Baby Harper is 2 months old right now. She is asleep right next to me because she wants to be by mom or godmom or just held. Shay is behind the camera, so she just has to be close, and if she's not, she's freaking out. So she is in the video, and she will be in these videos for future video until she wants to grow up and be away. But Harper is 2 months old. She was born on December 27, 2020. I had a planned for a natural birth, and it ended up in a C-section due to complications and things that happened along the way. We are doing great. I think overall I just expected to be so much more in pain and kind of figuring things out for a longer time than I was. So while, you know, my incision, I can feel it here and there. Mentally and physically, you know, I have my little moments where I'm like, what the heck is going on with my body, and like mentally it affects me. But other than that, we're good. Like nothing major, should I say. I have been going to a C-section recovery center where they massage your incision, make sure that there is no excess scar tissue, or work with the scar tissue that is already there. They basically, for lack of better words, basically it's like a post-surgery type of recovery situation. So making sure that with this major abdominal surgery, everything else is in its proper place, and kind of just massaging the things that may have been blocked or whatever along the way. Along with that, I've been going to therapy, which has helped on a mental aspect. My therapist has been incredible, and I just vent and rant to her all day long when we have sessions until she hangs up on me. But that has helped a lot with just keeping me in the right place, because of course there's so many changes, changes to my marriage, and changes with being a mom and being the only person who can provide food. You know, I am breastfeeding exclusively. Could you say exclusively if you're also pumping? I'm breastfeeding and pumping. She's only getting breast milk, which means I am her source, her one and only source of food. So with that comes a lot of pressure and just, you know, all the stuff that comes with it. Along with that, I've been musty and just dealing with the hormones in my body, trying to regulate and get back to where it was pre-pregnancy. So that's been a lot as well. But overall, we are doing good. What else has been changing? When I say my relationship with my husband has changed, I think just us figuring out new roles, because anybody, when it's just been you two and then another person coming along, it's like, okay, where do we fit ourselves in? And we're so obsessed with her. We're just like, every second it's like, Harper, 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 baby girl, baby girl. So we've had to be very, very intentional with our time. So, you know, little mini date nights here and there, which end up being like an hour because we miss her so much. Even like when we have family and friends over, you know, who are just here to help, we'll have them take her and we will go in the room and watch a movie or whatever, fall asleep, whatever, but it's just us two. So we've been very, very intentional about that. What else has changed? My body. My body changes are probably, I would say that's the biggest thing that I have a hard time accepting. I was so focused on like being healthy and being fit like prior to being pregnant. So for my body to go through like all of this immediate weight gain, because I was keto, I was intermittent fasting, I was so disciplined, I was doing yoga, I was doing Pilates, everything. So riding the Peloton. So for that to happen and then my body is just like boom, boom. And then now I think mentally you just think like, okay, pregnancy's over, it's gonna go right back, and it's like, you thought. So I think that for me, that's the hardest thing to accept, because even though I've been trying to get back to my workouts, I've been riding the bike and doing things like that, it's like my body just doesn't take it the way that it used to. So it's just a hard pill to swallow. I've been dealing with it and working with it like I just birthed a human, a perfect little baby human. And I am so grateful for that. I am grateful that things went as planned. I have zero complaints. But just if I had to pick something that was like the hardest pill to swallow, I would say it's my body and it not going back as fast as I thought it would. I mean, it's only been 2 months, but I think just mentally, if you've been in one place and you've never been, it's like you just think that it's just gonna snap right back to where it was, and it has not done that, and it will not do that. So it's just something that I have to work with as time goes on. Another thing I've been experiencing is postpartum shedding. So my hair has been thick all my life. It has been like the thickest of the thick, which I am like praying to God that I just learn how to magically do hair, because Harp's hair is gonna be the same exact way. You guys saw how she came out with a head full of hair off rip. So I can only imagine what it's gonna be like as it grows and gets thicker. But my hair has always been super thick, and it got even thicker during pregnancy. So I think for me, it's not noticeable. The shedding isn't noticeable, but I can see it when I'm washing and when I'm combing through and things like that. Doesn't really bother me, honestly, because I wear wigs. So it's not like I have to like, you know, hide it or do anything. So it doesn't really bother me, but it is happening. And I wanted to make that clear, because a few people on my post are like, you know, you're not dealing with this at all. And I'm like, yes, I too have wads of hair in my hand when I'm in the shower washing my hair, but it's just not as noticeable because my hair has been so thick. It is a little bit maybe to me noticeable on my edges, but again, we wear wigs. Along with that, one of the biggest changes I've seen in general was the skin on my face. So when I first got pregnant, early in my pregnancy, I was breaking out. My skin was like, what the heck is going on? It was just a lot of stuff happening. But of course, you know, being pregnant, there are very, very limited products that you can use that are good for your skin, just because of chemicals, and a lot of like retinol products are not good and stuff like that. So I really was just like soap and water and just trying to figure it out as I went. One thing that I have noticed postpartum is that my skin is still hormonally trying to figure things out, but with me being able to use more products, I've been able to try some new things, and I have noticed a drastic change in my skin. You guys have seen me talking about it if you follow me on Instagram, but there are so many amazing products that I've been using, and one of my favorites have been Yours Skincare. Okay, so Yours Skincare is a clean and vegan skincare line. I got quite a few products from them, so I wanted to show you guys some of the ones that I got. I got the Drop of Light Serum, the Drop of Softness Serum, their Cloud Factory Gentle Foaming Cleanser, which I always love a good foaming cleanser, a Due Date Moisturizer, which DEW, how cute is that? A Due Date Moisturizer, their night cream, which I have been friggin' obsessed with. I really never knew how amazing night creams were until I've been using their products. And then they have exfoliating pads as well. So one thing that I have been noticing with my skin is the more I moisturize, because I didn't really realize how dry my skin actually was. I didn't really take care of it as much as I probably should have, or really invest in those products to like make sure that it is good. And I have noticed such a difference with just moisturizing. So using their Due Date Moisturizer and their night cream overnight has like really skyrocketed my skin. Like I don't even feel the need to wear makeup as much, and it's just been clear and fresh and vibrant. And even with me shooting, I think the more I shoot and the more I get my makeup done, it feels like I just pack on the makeup. So I've been taking extra care as far as like washing and really, really cleansing, which is why I love the exfoliating pad so much, because it kind of gets the stuff that we can't see and that we can't get off. So it's been really, really good. I'm going to take you guys along me just using their products for my nighttime routine in this video so you guys can just check it out. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so it is officially the end of the day. I'm done working. I filmed 11 videos, shot 11 million things. If you see tiredness in my eyes, it's because I am. But wanted to take you guys through my nighttime routine with your skincare products. So let's just get right into it. While I'm doing it, I'll also just expand upon the postpartum feelings and kind of just where I am with everything. So let's get right into it. So right now I have my makeup on. I am going to take off my makeup. But anyways guys, so postpartum, I'm feeling good. I think for me, I tweeted the other day actually, how just, it's crazy how everyone's experience is so different, because a lot of the things that people told me, you know, while I was pregnant, like you're not gonna be able to sleep and you're not gonna be able to do this and all that kind of stuff, or just like how life would be after a baby, has been the total opposite for me. So for that, I'm grateful to God. I mean, of course, there are areas where I struggle and where it's like I have my little moments where I'm like, this is freaking hard. But a lot of the things that people told me were just not, or just have not been my story so far. So I think it's just like reassurance constantly how like everybody's story is different, and you don't have to take on other people's traumas or what happened to them and just assume that the same thing is gonna happen for you. So there's kind of like a light in just so many different aspects of life, like not even just in terms of being a mom or like, you know, any of that, just in every aspect of life. Everyone's story is so different. So, you know, though people say this is what happened for them and this is how, you know, things went wrong for them and stuff like that, you don't have to take it on. You don't have to internalize it. You can just say thank you for sharing your experiences, but I'm gonna experience it for myself, you know, and pray that my outcomes are different. And then whatever your struggles are, you kind of just buckle up and say, okay, I'm struggling in this, I didn't struggle in this area, but I guess this is just gonna be my area of struggle, and that's just it. So that's kind of where I am. Baby girl is, I wouldn't say sleeping through the night, but she is sleeping like good enough hours for us to get adequate rest. And she has been for the last few weeks, so we've been like really good on sleep and stuff. We usually put her down around 7:30 or 8. And she'll sleep until around 12:30 or 1. And then we'll feed her, change her, and put her back to sleep, and she's asleep until 5 a.m. Where we feed her and change her again, and then she sleep until around 7-ish. So not another 4 hours, but just another 2 hours. And then we're up for the day. She has been going through a phase. We use this app called Wonder Weeks, and it tells you like the weeks of the baby and like what they're going through developmentally or developmental wise. So we usually know when she's kind of having a phase or like relapsing and like, you know, not wanting to sleep. So right now she's going through a phase where like she does not want to take naps throughout the day, like at all. So we've been dealing with that because it's like, sis, we can't put her down. And we like to hold her and play with her and give her all the attention. But during the day, it's like, are we supposed to not get any work done? So that's kind of been hard, but yeah, so that's kind of the phase that she's in. She's also in a phase where like, she has to be able to see us. And I think it's like her facial recognition and stuff kicking in. But like, if she doesn't have us like in her viewpoint, it's like all hell breaks loose. Which I'm totally okay with that because I want her to want me and need me. But yeah, that's kind of where we are with that. And now I am going to use the gentle foaming cleanser. So this is what it looks like. I'm gonna put some on my hand. It's so soft and just light. And it doesn't feel like you're putting a lot on your skin. It literally feels like clouds, and that's in the name of the product. Ignore my broken nail. I was trying to fix the car seat, and yeah, popped the whole thing off, and it was like gushing blood. Okay, I'm gonna rinse really quick. I'll be right back. So, washed the foaming cleanser off. What was I talking about? Okay, yeah, so she's going through a phase where she just has to see us, which is fine. She's also going through a phase where she's not taking naps during the day, but she's sleeping longer at night, so it's kind of like a trade-off. Right now, guys, I am grabbing one of the Clean Slate exfoliating pads, wow. And I'm about to make sure that all of the gunk and stuff is off my face. But, so yeah, she's been doing good. She's eating really, really well and gaining healthy weight. So I'm really, really happy for that. I have been breastfeeding. You guys probably already know that. I was trying to just exclusively breastfeed without pumping and stuff too soon, but I kind of got to a point where I was just overwhelmed that I was the only one that could feed her, and it was kind of weighing on me mentally, just as far as like me always having to be available to feed her, or like in the space to do so. Because like even when I was taking a nap, or if like somebody else had her, or like my mom stayed the night to help us get some rest, it was like I still had to wake up to feed her. So I started pumping, which has been like heaven sent for us. So she's been getting bottles and breast. I don't really have a schedule. We don't really have a schedule yet. We should probably start that, but there's so much going on. And we're not pressuring ourselves with anything, but we will eventually get a schedule with her for eating and naps and all that kind of stuff, for sure, just for our mental sake. Okay, done with that. I'm gonna let this dry a little bit, so I'll just keep talking to you guys. We don't have a schedule yet, so we've kind of just been going with the flow and just being on demand and stuff like that. But it hasn't been hard. I know a lot of people are like, feeding on demand is so difficult and all that kind of stuff. I mean, we're only 2 months in, but it hasn't been hard thus far, because if I'm not wanting to breastfeed, then there's a bottle ready that we can get. I've been pumping a good amount of milk, and a lot of people have actually been asking me a lot about how my supply has been so high. I truly don't know. I have not been dieting. I haven't been cutting back. I've kind of just been eating what I want. I eat like a bag of chocolate a day, which is probably extremely unhealthy. But I'm going through postpartum, so I do what I want. And other than that, I've just been eating normal. So I don't know. I don't think I'm doing anything, but I will say that every time I'm like, okay, let me try to cut back this week, or let me try to take this out of my diet, whether it be sugar completely, whether it be carbs completely, it's like I can see a drop in my milk like next day, like immediately. So I think me just loading up on what I want, and not really worrying about dieting just yet has really been helping take care of my skin. So yeah, anyways, face is a little bit dry. I do like to apply product when it's a little bit damp. So what I am going to do first is the Drop of Light serum, which is one of the nighttime serums, and I'm gonna apply it. Look at this skin, guys. I'm like shocked, like that my skin has been like this. People say that breastfeeding helps your skin clear up well, but I think it's the products plus breastfeeding plus just me not being stressed out right now. So it all works. Okay, so applying, I don't even remember what I was talking about. Yeah, postpartum brain is a thing, guys. I like forget everything I'm saying every 2 seconds. Okay, so here's a close-up of the skin. I am extremely hairy, have been all my life. I haven't done my mustache in quite some time because my excuse for everything is I have a newborn. Mark, I was talking about my feet the other day, and I was just like, I legit can't. Anyways, after the serum, I am going to apply the Milky Way night cream. This helps me get those extra nutrients throughout the night so that when I wake up, my skin is super just moisturized and just glowy. Like I said, I overdo it on the amount, but that's just my personal preference. So we're gonna rub. And I like to get my neck, because I've also noticed like during my pregnancy, my neck got a little bit dark. So I've been taking my skincare routine a little bit down there just to make sure we're good there. Okay guys, so I finished rubbing everything in. This is the finished product and how I go to bed at night. When I turn this camera off, I will be taking this wig off and going because I do not sleep in my wigs either. But look at this skin. I'm just so proud of it because my skin has never been this like clear and vibrant and moisturized before. So really has me for a loop here. But yeah, this is the finished. I go to bed, take the unit off, lay down. Oh, one thing I did forget. I apply a lip mask. Now go to bed. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want more routines like this, let me know. Make sure you guys are following on Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, Facebook, all of that good stuff. If you have video suggestions, drop them down in the comments below. Along with that, I don't know. I love you guys. Peace out.